Alright guys, what is up? This is a full level guide on the new 7-12 update, and let's just get straight into the video. Alright guys, we are at the first location, which is the noob location, which is first spawn. When you spawn in the game and you're like just starting out, you should start around here, and this is probably like a good levels 1 through 9, 1 through 10. Once you get here, throughout your leveling, you should only be pumping mainly strength. I say this because you're going to be needing to kill the dummies faster, and with these quest sports, they give you more XP and more levels and more money as you keep killing them, so you're going to need that the most. You can, I guess, go for stamina or special, but that's honestly going to take a lot longer for you to get to level 9 or level 10 itself, so you probably shouldn't do that. So basically, starting out in the game, start off only melee and get to level 10 or level 9 and only pump strength stats. I should probably say this now, up to like a good level almost 50, you should only be using melee, like the broad fist. I say this, or like a katana or something. I say this because they're probably like the best or the easiest thing to level up, and they provide the most attacks. So you probably should be only upgrading strength for like the first good 50 levels and using the katana, which I showed in my previous video. Go to shop, go to yen, and then you could buy like a katana, a baseball bat, metal bat, and all that good shit. Alright, coming from the first area right there, you will come straight over, and then in pretty much the middle of the map, you will see these thugs, the level 5s, and they're still going to be a little difficult if you don't have like strength or a good amount of skill points attached to yourself, so it's still going to be a little difficult to kill. But you're going to basically go to this Kaz guy, get the quest, set your spawn point and whatnot. At first starting off, you're of course just going to be regularly punching these guys, it should take a little bit, and then as you get to like a little bit to like level 10, like maybe 15 and maybe 20, you can start rounding them up, and then getting them, multiple of them to follow you, and then killing them at once. Since this has like a spread fire, each melee has a spread fire attack. So as long as you keep running backwards and attacking, you should be able to get all your damage in without getting attacked. And as players, we are faster than the majority of the NPCs in this game as of right now, except for like bosses. No, even some bosses you're faster than, but still, you're faster than the majority of them, so you can get away without getting attacked for the most part. I would honestly just put this area if you can upgrade your strength enough so that your power is so you can get these guys to at least like a good number, like a good damage at least. So that guy right there, he got this guy to at least half health before he died, and if you can do that, then the first couple levels, you're going to be getting a lot of XP if you're a lower level. And even if you're dying repeatedly, you can just keep running back over here. So that's probably what I should say. That's like when you should start coming over to this area. Alright, speaking of this area, the Scar Lackeys. This is right next to the middle of the map. They're level 25s, but don't be deceived by their level. They're quite fucking strong, and they whip your ass every second. So, you should probably have a lot of... You don't really need to pump health over here in this area, but it would help a little bit. But your main goal is, like I said, strength and your fist, or any type of melee. So, like I just did, so you'll start off with just one and hitting him, and then just running backwards, as you see. And then, of course, you'll eventually kill him. And then, like the other, like the first area, you can start rounding more up and training them. Oh shit, he's still alive. I don't know how. You can start training them and rounding them up more, so you can hit them more all at once. So like if you do have magic, or if you do have your Esper skills, you can round them all up this way, and then kind of just hit them all in a straight line. You're going to do that for a couple levels, and you're going to pretty much keep pumping strength and a little bit of more health. And then you'll eventually get up to a good maybe 50, a good level 50 or 60 you should be around. And that should be almost like the good level. As of the new 7-12 update, a lot of people are saying that the mini boss glitch does not work, but it in fact still does work. They just changed the terrain around a little bit, and if you can get him in this little spot, or even the spot down here, you will be fine, and he won't be able to hit you. Well, no, he'll still fucking hit you, but he won't be able to melee you, so you won't die instantly. There you go. This is probably a level range around, and like I posted about the other video, you can do this literally at pretty much any level you want. It's just you need a little bit of health so that you won't get instant killed sometimes. But even if you do get instant killed and you set your spawn point, you can just keep coming back and come killing him. So it doesn't really matter actually at all. But this is probably a level range right after you're done with the lackeys. You should come over here, and then you could honestly utilize this method right here up to like level like 200 if you really wanted to. And you can utilize this method for a long time. You can get to like level 200 maybe within an hour or so, and then you'll be fine. So this is probably one of the best methods here, and it still works. It is still working as of the 7-12 update, the paid beta 004. So, you know, just to clarify that. Alright, since the mini boss area is always bombarded with players and other people swarming the area, the alternative, and my opinion, this is the better alternative, which is farming the snow biome creatures, the snow creatures, and they give around the same amount of XP as you would for the mini boss, but they just have a little bit of a wait time when you kill all of them. And this one's a lot safer for noobs, since, you know, the chance of you getting hit by one is very rare. So you come from the middle of the map, and then you come over to the construction site, or you can go from the start of the map and go to the construction site, and then you can see the snow creatures from here. And, you know, this is a bit of a more safer side way of kind of doing it. So you can kind of hit one, and as long as you kind of keep circling it, okay, it's lagging right now. And as long as you keep circling it, the chance of you getting hit is kind of low, as you see. And if you have a sword, or any type of like melee weapon sword, then you have a better long range attack, and you can kind of just keep circling and backing up at the same time, and then you'll be perfectly fine. You probably shouldn't worry about the quests since they're all way too high levels, so you shouldn't worry about those. But eventually, when you get up to that level, you'll be good. Don't be deceived by the level. Like I said before, sometimes it's like a really bad deception, but they're level 350, but they're all honestly weak. Honestly, you can use this at any level, like I said with the mini boss, but I guess if you're coming from the mini boss and you're coming here, you'd probably already only be like 200 maybe, or 150. Honestly, but you shouldn't be switching over if the mini boss is working out for you. You shouldn't, unless there's a lot of people there. So this is like a last resort type thing. Alright, down to the last area, or the last boss I should say, which is for people who are 300 and up, as it will be extremely hard to do anything lower than that. It is I forgot its name, but it's the like void boss. You will come from this bottom middle of the map, come to these fiery boys, past the possessed espers, and then you will see the quest guy over there and his spawn point, and the boss will be right here. And this boss is extremely difficult, as you can't trap it in any way, since it can just fucking walk through walls like it's Narnia, as you can see. It says level 400, but I feel like even level 400s would be very difficult. Nah, actually it probably would be a little easy, but damage is probably not the thing. It's really honestly just health. That's the fucking problem right there. You know, even I have trouble handling it. But nonetheless, guys, that's the end of my video. If you guys liked the video, please subscribe and like the video for more content. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.
Often I'm upset that I cannot fall in love, but I guess it's the voice, the stress of falling out of bed.